Here we go.
All right, come on, something good. No way.
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Oh, let's go. I could do green white. And here we go. Come on. Not too. Not. No way. What is this? Yo, what is going on, everybody? I'm Mitty80 and welcome into another episode of Brawl Buddies, where me and my buddy Nagi roll new commanders every week, build decks around those commanders, and then test them out against each other in a 3-game format. This week, as you guys saw in the intro video, we rolled a green-white 7+ drop commander. With that being said, we searched all the commanders and we found that there was only one commander to choose from. So let's go over to the deck reveal. We'll show you guys what commander we picked and a little bit of the strategy or the mindset around how we built that deck, and then we will go from there. Don't forget, guys, if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps out. And also in the comments, let me know what you guys think of the videos. We do stream these live every Sunday on Twitch at about 9 p.m. Eastern time. So look for those links in the description below. Without further ado, let's go check out that deck. All right, guys. As we stated earlier, we ran into a green-white 7+ drop commander. The only one in the game of Arena that fits that bill is Ghalta and Mavren. This is a 7-drop green-white creature. Again, it's a 12/12 dinosaur that has trample, and then when you attack, you choose one of 2 options. The first option is you create an XX green dinosaur creature token with trample, where X is the greatest power among creatures. The second option is create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. So instantly my mindset here when making this deck was we need to go for the biggest, baddest creature that we can get out on the playing field and then attack with it so we can create a dinosaur that's trampled that's essentially a copy of the power and toughness of that creature. So we did that, we play tested it, it didn't work. Just too many high cost creatures that just didn't fit the bill there. So what we ended up doing is we went with a different route. We went with a lot of creatures that go ahead and get +1/+1 counters whenever we gain life. So we also, on the other hand, went with creatures who gain life whenever a creature enters the playing field. So our biggest goal here is going to be taking these little creatures that are cheap cost and pretty easy to get in and getting them to be really, really big. We have a lot of stuff that just gives 1/1s, that doubles 1/1s whenever we become the targets we put 1/1 counters on. So again, we're taking a lot of really small creatures here and we want to make them big. And then what we can do based on our board state, when we go ahead and play Ghalta, depending on what it looks like, if we have a bunch of creatures out that need the lifelink but they aren't very strong yet, we're probably going to attack with all of them so that we can get that many 1/1 lifelink vampire tokens to then gain more life and put 1/1 counters on. But then if we can get 1 or 2 of them just massive, just huge, big creatures, then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to use the trample ability. Now that goes for every creature except for Ghalta and Mavren. The fact that we have a 7-drop commander is going to be not necessarily an issue because green does well with getting mana out, but at the same time a little bit of an issue because we're going to want mana to play everything else. We're really only relying on Ghalta and Mavren coming out once or twice, so we really need to make those times count. Looking at the deck composition here, we're averaging about 2.6 mana per card. We have 41 creatures, 22 non-creatures, and only 36 lands in this deck, but again, we probably have about 10 or 11 different artifacts and creatures that add lands, so we're always going to be able to just mana ramp and keep growing that way. Hopefully this deck is going to be able to work for us. We've struggled a little bit in play testing, but I think we were able to get the cost down to where it's going to be a fun thing to see. Let's get into game 1, guys, and see if Ghalta and Mavren can win this week.
All right. So the deck name is Life in the Fast Chillane.
Life in the Fast Chillane.
Yeah, because the commander's name is Chillane.
Oh, okay. I think I would have got it when I seen to your commander. You know, when I see him.
Yep. And what was
I went
what's
with
your
a
deck name?
little bit more of a cutesy name. The name of my deck is I'll Be Your +1.
I'll be your +1.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'll be your
Okay.
+1.
All right, here we go. Game 1.
Yep. So, yeah, game 1. Let's get into it, man. Haven't done this for a bit, so. Whew.
Oh,
I think we keep here.
it's like that one song on my playlist is super loud.
Chew Lane.
What?
Oh, this is from Throne of Eldraine set. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know him. If you guys didn't know, Throne of Eldraine was one of my favorite sets, and I actually, in paper, collected one of every card.
Nice, nice.
All right.
All right, well, I hope I didn't keep the wrong hand.
All right, so we're gonna start out here. Nice little Oozolith, the Shattered Spire. Nothing crazy, doesn't do nothing, don't look at it. Oh, this guy. I know the Poison Dart Frog. I feel like I played him once or twice.
He's just a little guy.
You're right, just a little guy.
Oh, not the bristly bill. That's a pretty strong start.
Yeah, this deck, a lot of modifying went into this deck.
Okay. So Ghalta and Mavren. So what did you think while starting to build this one?
Well, this is a this commander was literally the only one I could make. All because there was no other commanders. Like, I looked at everything, and even though I'd gotten some suggestions from outside that were just like, oh, hey, you know, you could use this or this or this, they weren't in the game. Like, there was nothing, I couldn't find anything. So Ghalta and Mavren, it has two nice little abilities. One of them is whenever you attack, you can pick one of the two. Either the strongest, you take the strongest creature and then you create an XX dinosaur with trample that's attacking, or you can take the amount of creatures you have and then create that many vampire 1/1 vampire creature tokens with lifelink. So it's gonna go one of two ways. It's either we're gonna make something really big, and it's gonna be something like really big that we're gonna make a trample dinosaur later, or we're gonna have a bunch of small stuff that's gonna be attacking with lifelink that's gonna get stronger because of the lifelink, and then we're just gonna have like an infinite army kind of thing is kind of the direction we were going here.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. I mean, I hopefully it doesn't execute because I want to win, but you know, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, cool thought, buddy. It's just nothing.
Yeah, and I totally missed that.
I don't think I want to attack. The cool thing, though, if you didn't catch it, my Oozolith, the Shattered Spire down here, if I put any 1/1 counters on it, puts that many plus one more.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I did see that when you got bristly bill.
I'll always be putting on like two, counters. Oh, nice. So yeah, what about you? How come you chose Chew Lane?
Well, same as you. It was the only choice I had.
Okay.
But it was a good choice nonetheless. I've heard a lot of good things about Chulane.
I mean, it just seems like he has a really, not to cut you off, but anytime you cast a creature spell, draw a card, and put a land from your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel
Yeah,
like
it is very strong.
Right, pretty good there. Are you
Not this
using any
Mossborn
lands and blue
Hydra.
stuff? That's why.
Yeah, don't worry about that part.
No, yeah, we're gonna worry about that.
It's all looking a little scary over there.
And I mean,
You sure you don't wanna like not play those things?
I think I do.
But yeah, Chulane. I like. There's a word that gamers like. It's called value.
Okay.
And Chulane is very good at that. All right, you are swinging.
Yeah, we gotta start swinging eventually. I can't let you ramp too hard.
I mean, you could.
You're right.
It'd just be nice. You really could. Okay.
They haven't banned the bill card yet? What's the bill card? You say blue, green, white has been treating you well this season? Are you talking about the dragon set? The new one that just came out? Oh, here he is. Yeah, see, I feel like this guy would be very... This is a really nice... I'm gonna have to take note. Wilderness Reclamation. Take note. I feel like that's a card that should be in green decks. Hey, wait a second.
Oh yeah, Bristol Bill is insane. Well, just all the green right now is just really good in Brawl. Yeah, I think you got me here. I started off a little slower than I wanted to.
Well, Gala Greeters still good? Someone had it earlier. I don't know. I'd have to see the card. It's like I was telling
Oh
Olive.
yeah, it's in my graveyard right now.
Creature control enters. Oh, I feel like that's really good.
It is really good. Dang, even if I block Mossborn, it's exactly enough to kill me.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, only one has. Oh, because you can't do the flying.
Oh well.
Oh, I guess you could.
Well, yeah. Even if I, yeah. Well, okay. Let me block this. That would be 7 plus 8. Okay, I might. I might live. Make that indestructible.
Smart.
I guess I could have used this, huh? It's okay. Okay. Yeah, I think Gala Greeters is pretty good. Especially if you're playing a lot of creatures.
I feel like that's really good though. I mean, because even you got to think, even if you have a deck that makes tokens and stuff.
Yeah, it looks like it doesn't quite matter what I do here.
Yeah, so when I was making my looking for Ghalta and Mavren, right? What to do with it. When I had first made the deck, it was a very high cost deck, which made it very hard to play because it's a high cost commander itself too, right? So you're thinking, oh man, I can get this monstrous beast out there. And that just wasn't working for me. Ooh, nice, okay. This would be like really good with like a landfall.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. Yeah. You got the first one.
Oh, you can't scoop. GG's.
Well, I just did. Game number 2. Let's hope for a little bit better results this time.
Yeah, I found that with mine too. It's all about that opening hand. If I don't have a strong enough opening hand to combo, then it's like GG's from there. See, this is... Oh man, this is like a decent hand.
Yeah, mine is.
That I would want to try to play with, but the thing is, if I play it and I don't get like one land, it's over.
Alright, I'm gonna chance it again.
Okay, I think we're gonna keep this one.
What? Did we just become best
Yo,
friends?
Supermom with the
Yo,
sub.
Supermom with the sub. Let's go. Dang it, I forgot to turn those notifications off. That's okay. That just lets anybody watching the recap here know that we're streaming this live on Twitch. Come check it out. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that.
Yeah, that one combos pretty well with Tulane also.
I think we go there. It's just a bat. It doesn't do nothing. Live, raw, and unfiltered. Yep, that's right. You know, I found it crazy when I was testing this deck that I seem to draw like some of the same cards.
Yeah.
Like
I think the
multiple
shuffler
games
in this
row.
game is wacky.
We won't attack yet.
Yet, he says.
That's right. My giant 1/1 flyer here, or 1/2 flyer here. Oh, this guy. I have been infinite comboed off of the Lotus Cobra before.
Oh yeah.
It was annoying. I sat there and watched it too because I wanted to see where it was gonna go.
Don't worry about that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. As you wish.
Just definitely don't tap your creatures.
Well, shoot. Now is that whenever any creature enters?
Yes. So you attack with that. It won't untap on your next end step until someone plays a creature.
Right. But like if you play a creature, it gets untapped, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I think you'll play a creature next turn.
Maybe, maybe not.
Just all enchantments. Whole enchantment deck.
Okay.
So what was your plan with Chu Lane here? What did you want to see him do, or what do you want to do with him?
Well, ideally, I would like get a bunch of value. So just lots of cheap creatures, lots of lands in the play to play my finishing spells. That is the idea.
Okay. So just get him out essentially, and then just keep getting creatures out so that you can play more land and more like card draw and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not all super revolved around him.
He's just a mechanic
like,
of.
Yeah, like he helps keep the deck moving too.
Okay.
Just like a bonus, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go ahead and put that there. Okay. I do like that guy's ability. I don't think I've seen him before. I guess I wasn't playing for the 2022 core set. I guess it's only when he enters, huh? Hey, yeah. Is that why you put him in there? Because his name is Kami?
No. Alright, it's just a good little one drop.
Watching makes us want to play, or makes you want to play. Dude, it's a good time. It's a good time, BD. Every Sunday. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Oh, what is this?
It's an Overlord.
A tap named Everywhere. That is dude, that's cool. Huh. All right.
I'm just taking a gander, you know.
Yeah, you know. Wait, how did you play that for free?
I had a treasure. Well, I had a floating mana from Lotus Cobra too.
Oh, okay. That's where I was like, wait a second. You know, that kind of stinks.
Yeah. It does.
Really, really just kind of stinks. But I think we have something that we can counter that with. Now, how do I want to do this, though? Because it's got to be one or the other. Let's go with the other. Oh, this kind of changes everything. Let's do that. We'll go 2 attackers here. So your enchantment here almost makes it like you gotta be smart about how you're gonna play stuff too.
Exactly.
Because if I attack and then end up tapping everything, then you go into your turn, you're like, well, I'm just not going to play creatures until I'm done attacking.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. I like that. I don't think I've ever seen this card before. I was looking at putting this card in the deck too. I didn't. I ended up opting out because it cost too much. See, my problem with my commander too, with it being a 7-drop commander, is that I feel like I'm not going to play it that often, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Like, just because it's 7, you know? And I know green is good at ramping mana, but then you just look at it and you're just like trying to get that back is just going to be hard.
Seems pretty good.
So yeah, like that's why this is one of those decks that I had to make it to where my commander was essentially just a part of the deck and not the focus of the deck.
Mm-hmm. Gotta think about how I want to do this.
I was honestly surprised to see when I was making my deck too how many creatures are just like 1-drop, like whenever a creature enters gain a life.
Yeah.
I feel like they have 1 for every set.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of token strategies in every set, so. Sorry, I'm like super zoned in here.
No, you're okay. My thing keeps coming up like resolve. It's like I don't think there's anything I can play. Why does it ask me to resolve it? Just resolve it. Like that's why I'm like highlighting all my cards right now. Like there's nothing that's I can tap to add mana. Other than that, there's nothing. Stop asking me.
Right.
No, you're good. You're locked in. I get it. What are you doing that's making him return to your hand? Is there... Oh, it's his ability, right?
Delaying, yeah.
Oh, sorry. No. There's like actually... I promise you, there's nothing in my hand at all. Anything that's just like...
I think it's your Birds of Paradise, probably.
Let me just add 1 mana here.
I mean, you could.
No, because
If you,
I can't
if
use
you had
it
like
in
a Path to Exile on your hand, you just have to pay for that.
Wait, I can pay for the exile card?
Yeah, if you had it, if you had one in your hand.
Oh, I don't. I don't. Like I
Yeah.
said, I promise you, I've gone through everything. Nice. All right. Let's see. I think we go. Here. You got some big stuff over there too, looking at it. I think just those two. Nice.
Thank you.
I'll untap your commander for you.
Thanks. Yeah, you're getting lots of creatures out there.
My deck is full of, I think, a ridiculous amount of 1 and 2 costs. Okay, at the beginning of your end step, if you gain life this turn, distribute that many 1/1 counters. Okay. Do they all just have to be?
You can put any number on any amount.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Up to the 9 health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Okay. See what we can do this turn.
See, I feel like this is the turn you pop off because your land is just so... You have so much.
That is the idea.
Yeah, this card is super nice. Just sit there and like return to your hand, play it, you know.
Right?
Whoa, add 1 land for each creature you control. Holy smokes, I didn't see that. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you can take your card.
You know what? I will, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Needed that card.
Any way I could be of service.
Top 7 cards in the library. And then what does this do? You can put it onto the battlefield?
Yep, and if it's 3 or less power, give it counters.
And then
But if it doesn't,
the rest on the bottom, nice. You should enters.
yeah.
Flying and get +X to the end turn. Oh. Dude, that might have done it.
Hoping so.
Go put it on the dock. You gotta go to bed, bud. Well, shoot. Sorry if we're not super talkative right now, Chad. I think we're both just locked in right now. And they all have vigilance. That is awesome. Okay, let's see.
Two of them have vigilance.
Oh, I didn't see this one tap. So I was like, oh, it's cheese and rice. What I feel like something's coming where it's like unblockable, double power, something like that.
I wish.
You giggle. Here it is. Yeah.
No.
I wish.
No.
I wish. Oh,
Yeah,
look it.
I'd say you wish.
My wish is granted.
Okay, so how much is hit now?
33.
Yes.
I don't like the way you said yes there. Oh, cheese and rice. All right, let's see. What do you need, buddy? Upstairs in the bathroom. I think this is it. We do this. And then we're going to activate the ability here. We're going to create a Dino. 3131. Untaps everything. With trample.
So you have to block here. You should block there. Actually, you can block here.
How do we play so many monsters? Well, because we were both in a bit of a spot where like the board was like drawn out. Like I did some chip damage here, he did chip damage there, and it was just kind of like nobody could really get the upper hand. And then the last turn I came out and attacked, but then he was able to play something that gave everything flying and hit me really hard with some big creatures. And then I was able to get my commander out that created another attacking with trample 31 because the biggest creature on the field was 31 at the time. once you saw all this, you would just concede? No, there's no fun in that. This card's really good too. A landfall for treasure tokens or food tokens. Oh, food or treasure.
I think you win by like just 4 hit points.
By 4, you think?
Yeah. There's no other way for me to slice it, really.
It might just be.
Yeah, because all my.
I think it's by 1. If I'm adding.
I got the Dino covered here.
Yep.
33 toughness. Then I got the 9 covered. There's no other trample on the board.
No, he's the only.
Yeah. Yeah, so the damage coming through is 4 plus 5, which is 9, plus 4, 13, plus 4, 17,
plus
which would be livable, but then I didn't see this guy.
Plus 3, yeah, which is. Gotta put your son to bed. Yo, sounds good, BD. You have an amazing night, brother. Sleep well. Hope your kid gets good sleep. We will see you tomorrow. Oh.
Damn. All right, game number 3.
Game 3, here we go. Crafty, I like that. I just recently unlocked mine, my little call sign, the Mighty. And I was like, dude, Mitty the Mighty? I'm like, oh, can't beat it.
That's perfect. Yeah.
Literally.
Man, what are these hands today? I am not lucking out with my hands.
I kind of like this one. So one problem I had with my deck, like early on when I started, was I had a lot of like high cost cards. I think my mana curve was like 3.4 or 3.5 cost for everything, and then all my mana rocks were in creatures.
Gotcha.
So like I had to do a lot of editing over the last 2 weeks. I think I went on like a 20 losing streak just online, and then I was like, oh well, I'll play Peanut, right? Like what, you know, he'll help me out. That didn't help either because he was just whomping me, and I was like, I just can't figure out. He's like, what do you mean you can't figure it out? Like I was like, play me again, and he was just whooping me. And I think the biggest thing I did is I was worried about getting big creatures out there, because I was like, if I can get big creatures out, I can then copy them. And I think then I kind of turned around and I was just like, okay, I don't need the big creatures. What I really need is like one mechanic that's going to make the creatures big. And that's where I came up with the +1 counters, you know? And I think it's kind of doing a decent job of distributing those counters. And then, like I said, the only time my commander was out was the last game, and copying that. And I think that worked pretty well. Being able to just make something big and then make a dinosaur. And then, like I said, if that didn't work too, the other thing I could have done was created like 10 1/1 vampires with lifelink, and then that would have triggered so many, you know, across the board abilities and stuff.
Right.
So yeah, so I look at my commander as like when he comes out, he's going to be like a one-shot Johnson kind of thing, you know?
Right. That makes sense. good way to think about that.
So, especially being a 7 cost, and like I said, I know green is good for getting mana out there, but like when you're running like a deck like this kind of thing, with such a high cost commander, it makes it really hard to do that, you know, to get him out multiple times. So what about you? What do you think is going well for your deck? That at the end there, that was really popping off, the fact that you almost had like unlimited mana.
Yeah. So yeah, the past few games, like, I haven't drawn as much of my ramp as I would have liked, because I have a good amount of like small ramping creatures. As you might have seen. Alright, hold on, sorry.
No, you're good.
If I had drawn some earlier ramp, like, the whole deck doesn't revolve around Tulane, but it definitely is like a key piece.
Mm-hmm.
So like the idea is to get the early ramp creatures out so I can play them quickly before you can respond to it, and then you know, just be able to consistently have him out.
Right.
So he's just constantly a part of the deck. That's the idea.
Just kind of one of those, like, he's on the field, affecting everything, but maybe not necessarily attacking or controlling the tide, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a really good key piece, but not essential for the whole deck. Because early on, when I was testing it, like, I did have it rely on him a little bit more. Because I didn't have any, like, middle of the road impact kind of creatures. Like, it was all just ramp and then the payoff, but nothing in between, really.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to add a little bit to the middle, give it a little more substance.
See, and this is an issue I've run into in like the other games I'm playing too. Like, so yeah, I do have a lot of cheap creatures to get out, right? Like my highest cost is a 3/3 drop out here, right? But my hand is completely empty, and I haven't drawn a single one of my draw mechanics.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, minus Esper Sentinel, but that's a once per turn, and if you choose not to pay kind of thing.
Right, exactly.
So, and then that's where I kind of fall short. Like, so as long as I can get one of my draw mechanics out there to where I'm just continually just making
See,
stuff.
this is what my deck should be doing here.
Yeah, like, I kind of like it. See, I didn't see this card, but I probably don't own it either. This would have been an interesting one to put in the deck as well, because then you can go the opposite end of Ghalta and Mavren, where you have a whole bunch of 1/1 red mercenaries, and now you have, you know, double the tokens.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. Wow. And what's great is that I have Tatiova out, Landfall. She gives me a creature, or a card and a life. So I have an extra chance to draw a creature to play into Tulane, who might draw me into a land. That's where the engine's supposed to come from.
Right. Yep. So you cast a creature, you draw a card, creature comes out, you gain some life, gain more life, cast a creature, create a token, when a land comes in, this happens. Yeah, see, and it's like everything, like this is, I mean, we're on the same turn here. Like, you've taken one more turn than me, and your land is infinite compared to mine right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
I have 5 land out there, minus, not counting my, creature mana sources.
And then the key winning pieces are some big creatures and then Cathar's Crusade. if I would have gotten that earlier, my board would be huge right now. You know, so that's the idea.
Right.
There's like a
exactly.
few separate engines that can work separately at different times. So that's why like it doesn't all revolve around Chulane.
See, and I feel like that's one thing I've been learning about building these decks too, is like you try to put, you know, 3 or 4 different win conditions with different ways to build around those win conditions in the deck, but then like the probability of drawing, you know, said win conditions in, you know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
not probable to draw all the cards you need for this condition or all the cards you need. That's why you got to make them work together, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that I've kind of been learning as we go, you know.
Exactly.
But yeah,
Big old mana drain on that. Let's go.
You would.
Yes. I needed that. I needed that in my bones. Oh.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything else. Did you pay for me not to draw a card? You jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I got a lot of mana.
What was the
Okay.
mana drain? Counter target spell at the beginning of your next main phase. Add in equal to the mana value. Oh my god.
Yeah.
For 2 mana? Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is a crazy good card. Is this one of those cards that's only on Arena?
Which one?
The mana drain?
I don't think so. No, it's from Thunder Junction, it looks like.
Thunder Junction, okay. Oh yeah, that does look like the little wanted poster type of. Yeah, see, like you honestly, and I mean my board, it doesn't look bad, right? Like you look at my board, it's not a bad board. But I just think that your board right now, like looking at it, is just so much bigger. I think you're gonna get this one just because of like your board state alone.
I don't know if you remember the enchantment I had, Intruder Alarm.
Mm-hmm.
So that combos with Chulane and all my mana dorks as well. So if I keep returning creatures to my hand, then I can untap my mana dorks and just play through my whole deck as much as I want.
Yeah. No, that's what I was saying.
Well, until somehow the chain stops, but
I saw that
the whole way through.
I saw that last time when we were playing. I was just like I said, I think you had, if you had played that, if your board looked the way you did 1 turn sooner, I think you won, because I didn't have anything to block all of that flying. I could only block 2 of the flying creatures.
Oh yeah, and with Keenan, I was able to put my winning piece down.
Yeah, see, so wait, who? What did he do? When are you tapping long?
So I used his ability. I put a non-human onto the battlefield, and Moonshaker Cavalry was in that.
Yep, and see? So yeah, there's nothing I can do here. Alright, I'm scooping. I'm kidding. I won't scoop. Like you did game 1. I'm gonna let all the damage go through. No, I'm just kidding. No, even with Ghalta out there on the last turn, I mean the only thing that was gonna happen was I was gonna create a couple 1/1 tokens. That doesn't do nothing. Don't worry about that.
Say, what doesn't do nothing?
My spelunking. I saw you looking at it.
I was probably just like moving my cursor around.
Oh. Yeah. No,
I can give this haste too. Let's go.
There's nothing I can do now. You can attack. I have no 1 blocker. 1 blocker, and you're coming at me with hundreds of damage.
You know what? Screw your spelunking.
Wow. Dude, this dude is so salty. All right, let's see. What does it do? That player searches their library for a land. Sure. Put her on there. Yeah, see, spelunking is nice because the lands enter untapped. So all these ones that like dual lands We're just gonna let it all go through. We're gonna accept our fate for game 3. Gosh, just like last week, I can never go 3-0. You know? Yeah, I think we're gonna get like negative 500 health.
Bro doesn't focus on the 2-0 part.
No, dude,
He
because
focuses on the not 3-0 part. For your deck, would you sleeve it or cleave it?
oh, I think I'd 100% sleeve this deck. Yeah, the way it comboed off on everything, the fact that we were able to build a deck around gaining life and then growing creatures based off that life gain, and then the fact that our commander wasn't the center point, but just a piece of, hey, we got him out, now you're gonna suffer. I think this is definitely a sleeve it deck. What about you? Sleeve it or cleave it?
Right. Yeah, I think for my deck also, I'm going to, or I would sleeve. Yeah, I was excited to play a different kind of creature strategy, and as you guys saw in at least one of the games, it really popped off, and I like a few of the key combos I got going in there that can really churn out my deck. I'll try to work on it being a little less reliant on Tulane, but overall I think it was a really smooth and fun deck. I would sleeve it.
Alright,
Here we go.
let's see, what are we playing against next week? Oh,
Ooh.
that's right.
Alright. Here we go. Oh, Grixis.
Okay.
So, the complete opposite of what you play.
Some blue, black, red.
Here's my roll for cost.
Let's see. Big money, big money. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
4 is acceptable. It hurt
Something
me.
different. I
And
accept
here we
my
go.
fate. Come on. No way. Oh, we can't.
Oh, another shuffle or just raw roll?
Just raw roll.
Alright.
There we go. Yeah, because it's got to be minimum 3. And that's what we did.
Yep, there are. I know for a fact that there are only 2 of those.
Don't